First, if you're looking to hire a lawyer, there's a few questions out there that you must ask. Joining us right now, we have attorney Brent Burks with McMahan Law Firm to talk about hiring the right lawyer. We've got a list of some tips here that you're going to explain, because we want to make sure that folks are represented fairly and well.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, the first thing I would ask, and it may sound simple, but does this lawyer have a license in Tennessee? We now have some people that are from another state that might be the face of an advertising campaign that don't have a license in Tennessee, and that would be a question I would want to know. Are you going to think you're hiring that lawyer and actually get somebody else? The second thing that is very, very important is obviously what is their experience.
Right.
How many years have they practiced? Do they have certification? In our law firm, both Mr. Kennamer and I, Jay Kennamer and I, have over 20 years experience. We have two other attorneys with a total of another 15 years experience, plus 20-something support staff, but the certification is very important too.
And you mentioned that because you want to make sure they're certified and also licensed in Tennessee. But when it comes to the certification, you know, lots of times we see the pieces of paper and everything, but not really understanding what they mean. Why does that certification matter so much?
Just like you would want to hire the very best doctor you could if you had to have a surgery. In Tennessee and in other states, you can go and pass a rigorous test, have recommendations from other lawyers and even judges, and you have to have a certain level of experience before you can even qualify for this test, and to pass all those, then you become certified. Less than 2% of lawyers are certified. So I would challenge people that if you're going to have a litigated matter, a car wreck, some sort of injury type case, you want a certified lawyer. That's very, very important.
Now, the next here that we have, next question that you should ask, and I think this is always asked here too, what fee will the lawyer be paid?
Well, that's very important. Most lawyers should have an ethical requirement, and to have it in writing. You should know that in the very first meeting. I will say that there are different types of arrangements. Obviously, if you're working on some complex estate matter or corporation or divorce, that may be an hourly matter. If you do the work like we do at McMahan Law Firm, personal injury type work, that's generally done on what's called a contingency fee. In other words, we don't recover if you don't recover, and then we recover some percentage if we do recover for you.
Now, there's a normal fee here, sort of maybe a law of average for most cases.
Unless it's set by statute. In Tennessee, a workers' comp matter is set by statute at 20%. The standard for your typical car wreck case would be 1/3. If a lawyer wants to charge you more than that, I would ask him or her why. There are some caveats to that. If you have a more complex products liability case or even a premises liability case that's difficult to win and sometimes takes trial and appeal, some of those are handled on more like a 40% contract. But I would ask if they're asking for more than 1/3.
And I think it's very important here that you mention, you know, handshakes are always great, but when it comes to lawyers, you guys are very firm on getting things in writing. But it should also be the responsibility of the client, too, to make sure when it comes to paying or anything else to get it in writing.
Absolutely. If there's ever a fee dispute with somebody, you know, it's a he said, she said. In our law firm, you'll have a signed contract. You'll have the fee there. We never collect a full fee if our clients don't fully recover. Our firm's policy is we don't get paid more than our clients. I don't want to take a $10,000 fee and hand somebody $2,000 and send them out the door. Jay and I would rather have happy customers.
I think one thing that's very important too that people should ask are, do you get results, and are there proof of that?
Well, that's a question maybe a lot of people are afraid to ask, but they should ask. At our law firm, we keep statistics, and I have to say that every case is different, and results can vary, but we've kept statistics involving a very major insurance company that people see on TV advertising all the time for auto insurance. 22 trials going back a number of years. This would be going back 6 or 8 years, where we've averaged approximately 3 times more than the best offer from this insurance company. We think those are the kind of results people want to see, and I would challenge people to ask their lawyer, do they get results?
And sometimes testimonies are the best way and the best answer as well. So we appreciate some of these great tips here, and of course we'll be back again next Monday with more tips out there for us. Folks, if you have any information, if you're looking for a lawyer or just asking some questions, feel free to give them a call at McMahan Law Firm, located there at 323 High Street in downtown Chattanooga. The phone number, 423-265-1100. Again, 265-1100. You can also go to the website, which is McMahanLawFirm.com.